Good morning. Well, I want to thank everybody for getting this room set up beautifully ahead of time. Some nice hot coffee and fruit and buns. If you want to help yourself, please do. And I appreciate your attendance too. Katie, thank you very much. If you wouldn't mind silencing your electronic devices before we start the meeting, just so those loud things don't go off when someone's speaking. All right, I'd like to invite Ned up here to give us the invocation, or to present the invocation.
Thank you. Good morning, villagers, and Happy New Year. Let's bow our heads. Great Maker of the universe, we bring before you all the burdens, regrets, and mistakes of the past year. We recognize that we may have held on to these things for too long, and they have hindered our growth and joy in you. We ask for your forgiveness for ways we may have fallen short, and for the strength to forgive ourselves and others. We come before you seeking renewal in the new year. Renew our minds, our hearts, our spirits. Bring healing where there is brokenness and reconciliation where there is division. Last year is gone, and with it all the foolish mistakes we made. Help us to better our community we live in by teaching us to learn from the past but not to dwell on it. Last year was the year of the open door. This year is even better. And as we learn from Philippians 3:13, brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining forward for what is ahead. Amen.
Thank you very much. Now I would ask John Slattery to stand and lead us in the pledge, please.
Veterans may render a salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, John. Okay, now we're going to go into the human resource recognitions. We have the rookies and the employees for the month of January, and Katie is going to make this presentation.
Good morning, everyone. I am excited to be here today to recognize our January rookies and employees of the month. We are going to start with our rookies of the month, who are all employees who have been here for less than 90 days and had a standout performance thus far. And we are going to start with Miss Amaya Oglesby from Innovative Home Services. Is Amaya here today, Cindy? All right, well, Cindy Goodholm, our Director of Innovative Home Services, will come up and accept this recognition on Amaya's behalf.
Sure. Amaya, oh my, hold on, I have it here in front of me. Yeah, you know, the phone's locked. Amaya, 90 days, and she has had more compliments from more folks. Her smile lights up when you see her. She just is warm, and it is hard to call out just one hospitality promise that she does reflect. She greets everybody warmly, like I said, with her smile, and she's always willing to help. I mean, we can ask her to do anything, and she will go do it. So, Amaya, if she shows up, we'll show her face to you, but I am just pleased to have her on our team.
Congratulations to Miss Amaya. And our second rookie of the month for January 2025 is Miss Jay Ellis from the Community Life Services Department. Come on up, Jay. And I'm going to also have Lisa Drew, our Director of Community Life Services, come up and say a couple of words about Jay.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here with Jay. If you haven't had a chance to meet her, you got to come by the office because she is a breath of fresh air. She's kind, she's eager, she's willing, She's courteous, and she's just really been a joy to work with. So thank you for coming to Cypress Village, Jay, and being a part of our team.
Do you want to say anything?
Thanks so much. I just want to say thank you for the warm welcome. Even in orientation, before I even got here, Lisa spoke about me and my name was just so known. My first day, everybody was just like, "Hi, Jay," and it was just really nice and warm, so thank you so much.
Oh, and Miss Amaya is here from Innovative Home Services, if we want to give her. Congratulations, Amaya, and thank you for all that you do. Yes, yes, thank you. All right, yes. Congrats to both of our rookies. And then for our employees of the month, we have Miss Tanya Booth from Sales and Marketing. And Tanya is actually on a tour with prospective residents right now. So she couldn't be here. And Lisa Green is also on a tour with some members of our LCS team. However, Lisa did send in some remarks, so I will read those now. Tanya has been with Cypress Village for 17 years, and believe it or not, this is the very first time she has ever been awarded Employee of the Month. Tanya is an integral part of the sales and marketing team and Lisa's right hand in the department. Over the last 17 years, she has made Cypress Village home to many of you in the room here today. Working at Cypress Village is a labor of love for Tanya. She truly enjoys coming to work every day. Seeing and interacting with all of you and having you interact with her prospects to show them how wonderful it is to live at Cypress Village is what she enjoys the most about her job. Cypress has become an extension of her family, and she hopes to remain with us for many more years to come. So congratulations to Miss Tanya Booth, and if you all have a moment, stop by and give her your congratulations as well in the sales office. Thank you. And I see our assisted living team walking in right on time to recognize our last employee of the month, who is Miss Brittany Washington. Brittany is one of our caregivers up in assisted living and memory care, so I'll have Connie come and just say a couple of words to recognize her.
Well, Brittany Washington. So Brittany came on board back at the end of 2019, I believe, when we were still Brookdale, and I was here then. And she came on as a med tech caregiver, and she's been here ever since. She's had a baby since we've been here. She's switched her shifts a couple of times to try to make provisions for her family. But let me tell you, she is one of the people that we go to up there. When we have questions or we need to know something or we need honest feedback about what we need to do with residents and care, she's one of the people that we go to. She cares and loves those residents so much and shows it naturally every single day when she is there. They ask for her. They write a lot of great comments about her. And so she is definitely a staple up there, has been here. We look forward to many more years, and we thank her for her love and dedication to our assisted living residents up there. So if you see her, say hello and thank her for all the wonderful things that she does.
All right, and that will conclude our January recognition. Thank you all for any compliments that you've submitted. And don't forget to keep the Valor coming so that we can keep recognizing our amazing employees around the village. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie, very much. Tanya Booth was the consultant who worked with my husband and I back in 17, I guess. And she worked with us a while because we were ready, we weren't ready, and we had a problem selling our primary residence. But anyway, I am very joyful that she got this award because she is a caring person and she works with you unbelievably. So God bless her, and congratulations, Tanya, on your tour. Okay, now the treasurer's report from our esteemed Leo Warner. He doesn't need this.
How many know what an Excel spreadsheet is? That was pretty good. How many can get a correct number on an Excel spreadsheet every time? Little slim. A few months ago, last year, our treasurer had severe health issues. Ultimately, she had to resign. So for the last few months, we've had to kind of fill in. And during that period, I got elected treasurer. It was unanimous, by the way. There was one abstention, and it was me. It didn't go anywhere. Anyway, I started reconciling all the documents and everything, and I found what we call volunteer miscues. Some of the numbers didn't quite match up. So you'll see an adjustment on there, and that's the reason. Also, you'll see $800 check we wrote to the appreciation fund, employee appreciation fund, and we thank all of you for your contributions. Thank you.
Thank you, Leo. Okay, now we have our management updates, and hopefully some of the other managers will show up, but Ashley's here to kick it off. Oh, I'm sorry, Deb is in the back. My apologies.
Deb is in the house. Thank you. For those of you that don't know me, I am Deb Goen, and this month I've been back 3 years. I was here a long time ago, and I'm really happy to say that a lot of the residents that I met 26 years ago are still here. I named them, but you probably know who they are, which is really exciting. It speaks volumes to the quality of life at Cypress Village. So I'm proud to be a part of that. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can read my notes. Now, if I can read my handwriting. The only thing constant is change. Was that a motivational talk, Mike Booten? The only thing constant is change? Mike says yes. Mike is positive about everything. Everything in the universe is always changing. And definitely this community has changed since I was here many years ago. But in the last 3 years, perhaps you have noticed subtle changes. Some of you might have thought they were drastic, especially when we got techno gym equipment. Others of you have noticed just the small changes. So what we've been doing as a team at Cypress Village is subtly, organically trying to shift, grow, cultivate a culture of wellness. Because some of you impress me so much. I am amazed at the things that you can do, that you're productive, you're motivated, you're inspirational. So we've been working on a program that we have tagged Live Vibrant. We want you to be vibrant, whatever stage you find yourself in today, whether on the scale of 1 to 10 you're 2 or you're 11, maybe you're over the top, you're going to live vibrant here at Cypress Village because our mission is to enrich the lives of all of our residents by providing age-appropriate, fun, interesting programming, whether it's actual wellness programs or it's opportunities. That's what we want to do. So I'm going to tell you a quick story before I give it to Ashley. But and I'm going to read my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Many years ago, there was a lady that came to a class called Oxysize, which was all about breathing. Inhale, exhale, a little movement and breathing. And she had been a very avid swimmer, loved getting in the water, but she was on a scooter with COPD. So she came to the breathing class, and she says, Deb, I really, really, really want to do something. What can I do? I can't really walk that well anymore. I don't feel like strength training is appropriate. I'm embarrassed to go to a class because I can't do what everyone else is doing. What can I do? I said, well, you love getting in the water, so we're getting in the water. I offered to her to come to the aquatics class and not participate in the class, but we would put her in the aqua chair, roll her down the ramp, and while we were in the class, she was going to hold on to the side and walk around because that's what she could do, and she loved being in the water. So this happened, and she was getting stronger, and she was able to then get out of her chair and walk down the ramp by herself. And then one day we were at the beginning of class, and we looked around, and she wasn't there. And so we started class anyway. And a few moments later, we heard, "Hey, look at me." And here she is, unassisted, walking across the pool all by herself. There were tears. There was a lot of applause. But she was the epitome of what we want here with our Live Vibrant program. Wherever you are on your journey, let's start there and live vibrant. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb. And with that being said, we are thrilled to bring you Cypress's first annual Live Vibrant Awards ceremony that will be held right here in Egret Hall next Friday after Coffee Chat. The idea behind this really came from you all. Seeing you embrace this lifestyle, this culture of health and wellness has been such an inspiration to us, and we want to celebrate you and celebrate all of your wins. So before we start handing out any awards next week, we will have a few of our very own vibrant villagers talk about their personal wellness journeys and how adjusting their mindset and making space to invest in yourself as a whole person can have such a profound impact on your life. It is our goal as your wellness department to provide every resource and opportunity to continue to just keep moving. You guys will hear that slogan a lot this upcoming year. No matter how small the step is, even if you're going backwards, we want to empower you to just keep moving, and we are here to help you, no pun intended, every step of the way. Next week, we will also present our wellness vision for 2025 and some of the exciting workshops and events that you can look forward to putting on your calendar and attending, as well as quarterly fitness challenges that everyone is invited and encouraged to participate in. Life is a journey, and every stage of it is valuable. Don't let society's expectations or stereotypes limit your potential. Embrace your age and use it as an advantage. With each passing year, you gain wisdom, experience, and a unique perspective that can inspire others. So thank you all for continuing to inspire me and proving that with age comes power. All you have to do is stand in it. Thank you all so much.
So, Ashley, all this will be at next week's Coffee Chat?
Next Friday, directly after Coffee Chat, stay parked in here. We're going to do kind of like our senior activities that we did, our senior Olympics. It's going to be similar to that.
Okay, so it's
Very fun. Please come in.
so it's after the video Coffee Chat. You all are coming in. Thank you. I needed that clarification. Very good. And I totally embrace what would you say about using your age or working on your age. I have found gray hair is such a plus when you're out in public and you might have 2 bags of groceries or you want to open the door. Generally, the public is just so helpful at all ages, and I give them a big smile. I thank you. And when I didn't have gray hair, no one helped me at all. So I think my gray hair is a real advantage. And look who's here, Dave Green.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I don't have a prepared speech for y'all, but I'll give you some updates on what's going on around the neighborhood for the maintenance department. First off, we'll talk about the green roof. Believe it or not, they did get started last week again. I don't know if any of y'all looked out the window, seen the new pergola. that's up there already. They installed that last Wednesday, Thursday, and just so y'all know, the kitchen flooded on Saturday. The pergola has a gutter system that drains through the bottom of the legs, and the leg has been put underneath the rubber lining. So that's all been fixed. They actually fixed it on Saturday, and at least temporarily until the new liner and everything gets put in, which is going to start this coming Monday. It's a different roofing company that we picked. It actually is the same company that did the healthcare roof, and we didn't even really know they were here when they were doing that. So that was really good. We're looking forward to them getting here and getting it sealed. Then once they finish, which will take approximately a week, all weather depending, obviously, then the green part of the green roof will get started, and they're expecting to hand the keys over to me on March 1st. So right around there, we'll have a grand opening of some sorts once we get everything settled and situated and the flowers in the right place and everything we were looking forward to doing up there. But there is light at the end of that tunnel, and I'm hoping it's not the train. Mulch in the homes. We've made the decision and working with the unit leaders to hold off until March after the oak leaves fall. You'll see that they did all our common areas after most of the sycamore leaves fell. And so right now it's scheduled for March 15th, but they'll come in with a truck and blow it all in like they did last year. But they're going to do the whole community, and they're thinking it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks, right, in that time frame. Again, that's weather dependent. They did a really good job with the truck last year. They have a crew that follows the guys around and blows it off the houses and off the sidewalks and makes it look really neat before they move on to the next house. So we're hoping that this will be a trend going forward, make everybody happy, because the oak leaves are really pretty evasive when they come down, and so we're trying to work with everybody on that one. Elevators, the guy's supposed to be here today to put in the new boards. Honestly, I'm not holding my breath. I just sent them a text saying, hey, the vice presidents that are here want to thank you for making our decision easy on not choosing you for the next contract. See if that gets any action. But the service elevator is scheduled for a state inspection next week. They were here yesterday working on that for a little while, which screwed up the A elevator for a little while. But they fixed that last night. So we're working on them. That's all I really got to say. We have the contract ready. I haven't seen my approved capital budget for next year. I just saw a preliminary, but the A and B elevators were in the preliminary for modernization. When that happens, we'll start with the A elevator. One elevator will be down at a time until they get it modernized, put back in action. Then they'll take that one, the other one out of service and modernize that one. And then they'll move to the B elevator and do the same thing. So the way it's looking right now, that project won't start until probably May-ish, depending on when I do get the budget, and I can issue them a PO and pay for the upfront costs and get everything rolling. It's usually 10 to 15 weeks for equipment once we give them a PO and pay them. So, and that's pretty much with all the elevator companies. That's just not with Maury. The decision hasn't been made yet whether to stick with Maury or go with another company. We do have a plan to go with another company to keep us going until all the elevators are modernized. So I'm waiting for Healthpeak to make that decision. What else we got? Personnel updates. I should have a full staff next week as soon as FMLA releases Peter from being off from the brain surgery. Give me a full staff for the first time in 3 years. So pretty excited about that. You've seen us doing some touch-up for the vice presidents that are here. This is really a good kudos for us and the sales department that they moved their meeting to here. We are 95.6% occupied, and that's a lot to do with the sales department, but I feel like it has a lot to do with my department. I'm the one that got you guys in here, made you happy after you got here, and told people that this was a great place to live. So Mike M. is really the guy that should be the best ambassador for that. We're going to expand his duties a little bit and bring some other people around. You'll see them. But everything's looking good going into the future. So have a great day. That's all I got.
Thank you for the updates, both of you. And I guess the Greens are the one to be thanked for the good attendance, both Mr. and Mrs.
I got to leave now, actually, because we have our 80% inspection in the new therapy hour area in healthcare. So we're looking at 2 months for that to be finished after and inspected again by ACA afterwards, before the whole new therapy area over in healthcare will be completed.
Very good news. Good. Thank you, Dave. Just before we close, I want to thank the people involved in getting this room set up, and the recordings without problems, as well as the microphone. Just look at the bottom of the agenda to remind you all about UNF Day. This is a great opportunity to learn more. If you didn't get a chance to come when Ollie was here to make that presentation, that's the Lifelong Learning Group. I would recommend you check their booth or their table when they get here. It's an awesome opportunity for all of us. And again, employees will be there looking at scholarship class attendance as well. We can too. I believe next month, February, Cypress Village is going to participate in, I think, what is a National Kindness Month participation. So you'll hear more about that. And I believe if you, after the community meeting in February, there might be a little surprise there for Kindness Month. It's something, never goes out of style. It's so easy to do. Just every time you get to a point where perhaps you're a little aggravated or impatient, this is what I tell myself. They said, okay, how can you respond to this? I can respond by complaining, or I can respond by saying, thank you for the opportunity to just be here and live another day. So anyway, God bless you all. We'll see you at the next meeting, which is February 11th, if not before. Take care. Bye-bye.